Hey everyone, Jimmy here from BestFriendCast.
And your best friend Julian.
And this is our faces, not at Disneyland.
Not at Disneyland anymore.
You're going to be seeing a lot of these faces, possibly throughout this whole episode. So one thing we did, just to commemorate the fact that we have over 100 subscribers now. We do. So thank you guys for being awesome. We got this digital camcorder, so now you can see our goodiness as we play this game.
Yep.
So why don't we? Oh, you can
Nothing.
see
I see Chucky in the back.
Chucky.
It's Chucky.
Is my camera focusing on him too?
No.
Oh, I thought I recognized him as a face. Anyways, so yeah, why don't we shrink down and get in this game? Stupid. All right, let's do this.
Oh, are we gonna arm wrestle first?
Yeah, you know it.
All right.
All right, guys, place your bets now.
Place your bets. Place your bets. Place your bets.
Cannot do victory. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome because you're using my controller pad Pro.
I didn't even use the Circle
Pad.
Pad Pro to win. No, why would I?
What'd you use?
I used the buttons, and then that doesn't even use the Circle Pad Pro, bro.
Oh.
Come on, get with it.
Well, I don't know if there's a way to win it.
There is, and I want it. You just hating. But yeah, so we're at Julian's house. In his room. Feels weird. I don't like it. It doesn't. It's not creepy and getaway enough.
Yeah, this is a great neighborhood. This is a good neighborhood.
It is with me.
Yep, and I'll be catching up with Jimmy soon enough. So Jimmy, it's July. Happy summer, everybody.
Happy summer. Happy almost birthday, Julian. Yeah, I remembered.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's coming up soon?
My birthday. Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Are you going? Did you get tickets?
Of course I got tickets, man. I was on that like quick.
I know.
Yeah, man. It's like, I don't know, something like so ridiculous, like, and I know I can't really see like any way of fixing it, but like it's just so ridiculous to get into Comic-Con now, you know? Like,
yeah.
I remember, and not to be like one of those like good old days people, but I remember a time when I would just like get with my friends, you know, like be in the middle of summer, like, hey, isn't it Comic-Con right now? Oh yeah, it is. Want to go? Sure. And then, you know, no one drove back then, so it was like, call my dad. Hey dad, can you go drive us to the convention center downtown?
You never considered the trolley?
No, man. We were spoiled kids that had our parents drive us everywhere.
No.
But yeah, so my dad would drive us down to the convention center, drop us off, and we just go up, buy our tickets, and then we just go in and go shopping and look at panels and stuff.
Now it's just difficult.
Oh yeah, and you know, it's just like, it's like kind of like, how do you measure success? You know, because like, I know for them it's like, yeah, they're selling mad tickets now, and that should be a success, you know. But then for like the consumer, of course, it's like, oh, now nobody can get into Comic-Con anymore. It feels like such an exclusive thing. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like the fans are the ones getting in as much as, like, the comic book fans anyways, as much as it's like the popular media fans and stuff like that. But then, you know, like,
So thanks to Twilight.
but okay, so I mean, Twilight's one thing, but okay, so I mean, here's the thing. I was actually having this conversation with somebody. You know, how would you? How, I mean, like, where do you draw the line? You know, whereas like, so, you know, there's a lot of TV shows also, right? That people like, oh, why are the TV here? But then comic book fans also like, you know, a lot of TV shows, say like, Sherlock or Doctor Who.
Oh yeah,
you know?
that's gonna be a big panel.
And that's such a huge part of, I mean, the quote unquote comic book culture, even though itself it's not a comic book, or even like say Game of Thrones, you know. It's like almost everybody who's into comic books like, oh my gosh, have you watched Game of Thrones? You need to watch it, you know. But it is like a popular TV show, you know. So can you, where do you draw the line as to like what is comic booky and not, you know, where say like Twilight. I mean, it's
Well, I mean,
for me.
well, I don't know if you knew there are Doctor Who comics.
Yeah, but there's no Game of Thrones comics.
Well, they're novels.
So so how are novels
Twilight,
comic books? You know, it's like, I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I enjoyed having Twilight at the comic. The only thing I liked about it was that, like, for like a period in time during the Twilight panel, it was so empty in the exhibit floor.
Really?
Like I could like wow, this is what it
gosh.
feels like to breathe fresh air again. You know, like.
Oh, that. So that many people would go to that Twilight panel, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and it was just like, nice.
Oh.
Man, this really good. I was about to say this Raytheon's having a time, and then she poisoned me. You dare insult my honor? But yeah, you know, like, where do you make that distinction of like what is?
If you know that it's crap. You know, Twilight was, I gotta say it. It's crap.
Oh, dude. Okay, I feel so bad.
I
but
don't
like,
care if it's like what you like. Ah, oh, dang, we were supposed to capture her.
Dude, there's 2 more coming. We're doing the advanced quest. But like, okay, so one of our friends, one
of our friends
asked,
I got a ruby. Oh my gosh.
Look at you. Yeah, she was like, hey, you guys want to go see Twilight with us? And so
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so we're like, okay.
Hi.
She doesn't watch this, does she?
She will. I'm getting a haircut.
Don't tell her about the channel. Don't tell her about this episode.
Okay.
No, but she's a great person. But like, so she was like, hey, come watch Twilight. She was like a huge Twilight fan. Like a lot of our friends in high school were, and what is it? While we're waiting for this Raytheon, I just remember her, like, after the movie, it's like, so what'd you guys think? And being so excited. And, like, this was, like, I felt like the lowest human in the world, like, the biggest scumbag. I was like, yeah, it was good. It was so good, yeah.
I felt the infatuation. I felt it.
It was just, like, I felt like I just sold out my integrity as a person, just, like, by saying that this was good.
Yeah. You straight up lied.
This is gross.
What are you drinking, Jim?
What
are
am
we
I
drinking?
I don't know, you tell me.
Drinking bourbon.
I'm not a man.
No. We're drinking iced tea, guys, okay?
For the PG-13 version.
Yeah, iced tea.
It's like in How I Met Your Mother. Anytime they... whatchamacallit? Show a... like any kind of like drug reference.
Yeah.
We were eating sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Groovapalooza. All the smug hippie bands from the 90s in one big concert. Ah, even the tickets smell like cloves and mediocrity. And to really take us back, I scored us a bag of, yes, Mara.
Kids, we used to do something before concerts to enjoy them more, and that thing was to, eat a sandwich.
Nated steak subs. Oh, yeah!
So, it's iced tea.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Are you gonna be able to make it? already know
I
the
didn't
answer.
buy tickets. I didn't buy tickets, but I'll be getting in.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna...
think on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting into the masquerade or whatever they call it.
Yeah, it's kind of the
try.
nice thing about San Diego, though. Like, even if you don't buy tickets, I mean, it's still just... You can still try, you know? It's just not down the street, but, you know, like a 20-minute drive for you.
It's down the shoreline.
Yeah, but, man, I don't know. There's just something about convention season I'm really excited about. I'm definitely stoked for the Justice League show, world premiere of
Justice League show.
no, not the show, but the new animated movie they're making for.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be an animated version of the Flashpoint.
Oh,
So-
good, because I haven't read that yet.
What are you doing?
Dude, okay.
You could borrow it. You could just ask. I have it.
I know, it's just I have so much to read.
True that. But yeah, so what is it? Flashpoint. For those of you who don't know or are not into comics really, it's basically the big storyline that DC used to kind of reset their whole continuity coming into the new 52. You know, so I mean, it's definitely worth a read. I actually really enjoyed it, but I probably have some bias, so whatever.
No. No.
I know. I think I remember telling one of our friends that like I teared up reading it, and then she's like, I want to tear up too, so I'm gonna go buy it. And then so she went and bought it. And it's like I didn't tear up at all from reading this. and then I was just like,
You
well,
don't get my feels.
Yeah, you don't understand my feels. This doesn't apply to you.
This isn't a love story.
Yeah. This isn't like a K-drama. You know. No fire.
Okay, I think I got what I wanted. I just wanted a ruby.
Okay,
That's all I wanted.
Let's just die.
No,
Just kidding.
I could get like 5 more rubies, possibly.
Don't let it poison me, Joy.
I can't
Oh, dude, I'm about to die.
you.
I'm about to die. Life powder me.
I can't
Life powder
find
me.
my life powder. I think I just herbal medicine myself.
BestFriendCast is over.
Ding.
Well, that happened.
It happens. This is Monster Hunter. It happens.
No, it doesn't.
It's okay.
But at least people will be enjoying your screen now, so they don't have to see me.
Yeah, but I just missed.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure,
They're
man.
like, oh, why aren't you using your spirit combo? You know, I'm trying. It's just, I want to get the tail first.
do you ever read our comments on our videos, Julian? I wonder.
Huh?
Do you ever...
I don't.
It's because I don't know. I say it because I'm on your guys' side here. All right.
You know, I'm an artist, man. I don't read my reviews.
Ew. What is gross? What is it? Oh, because it's like we make fun of our viewership a lot. I feel like, but they're so supportive. Like you guys are like awesome, really. Like there have been times where I was just like, ugh.
Were you gonna quit BestFriendCast?
It got expensive. and then
You're already halfway there. You might as well just stay.
and then but then I'll turn on my YouTube channel or like check my email, and then you guys will just drop like an awesome comment.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, my love for this channel has just completely reignited. And then so Julie and I have been planning a lot of things. We got a lot of things in store for this channel. So stop! No, scumbag! Please, please.
Hey, I don't get to. They want to see spirit combos. Damn it! Right?
Comment below. We suck. We actually let this run away.
I know. Now we have to go back and forth. Oh, we could get the eggs.
Oh yeah, eggs.
Eggs.
I'm scared to drink my drink now because I don't want people to see how sucky I am at drinking bourbon.
Take little sips. Little sippity sips. Who said you have to take Mad Men gulps? Delicious!
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad at all. Well, because it's watered down.
Because it's iced tea. This Raytheon needs to show up.
Yeah.
We summon you with the power of eggs.
Summon you with the power of eggs.
It's weird. I don't like being in your room. Not because it's your room, but I don't like it when you record.
Why?
It feels weird.
Look, we're holding one egg. Come on, teamwork.
Guys, I'm so used to having Joy and like to have my stuff on the screen that I'm constantly watching my screen, expecting you guys are gonna see it. Then I'm like, oh, no one's ever gonna see this.
Alright, there's some good stuff on the screen.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying I'm not used to it. I don't like change.
Change is not good.
No, we need to keep the status quo, man. Saved you.
I think we could cap her now.
You want to cap her?
Of course I
Too bad. Unless you drop down that trap, it ain't happening, man.
do. You cheap guy. Okay, I thought it says one more monster left.
Oh gosh, no. Not again. Trauma. Trauma.
There you go, best friend.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but oh, it's a really great lineup at Comic-Con this year, man.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
I don't know. I mean, I they actually just recently released like the schedule for for all the panels and stuff. So I was actually spending some time trying to get my
schedule.
My schedule in order. Yeah. But let's see, I'm looking forward to a few things. I mean, I know there's like a of course there's always like some how-to things that I always end up going to, and you know it's never quite what I expect. But don't make me look at it. But yeah. But aside from that, I'm looking forward to a Grant Morrison panel. He has like a new YouTube mini animated series he's coming out with.
Is he gonna take drugs on the stage?
What? Come on, man. Grant Morrison's a cool dude.
I know.
Let's see. What else? Looking forward to. I mentioned Justice League. There's definitely a number of DC panels I want to check out, especially for Superman Unchained. Scott Snyder and Jim Lee will be there. Your boy Scott Snyder.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And then
my boy.
Your boy.
He my dog.
And then the Venture Brothers panel.
Oh yeah, aren't they
it's
continuing the series?
Yeah, actually the series is going on right now, the new season. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's always so much fun. Like seriously, it's one of the funnest panels ever. So I definitely look forward to that.
I'm guessing because the guys are funny, or
yeah, they're funny, and that's mainly it. They're really funny dudes, and it's kind of it's a really kind of casual kind of panel, even though it's so big. You know, where it's a really nice feel that you don't really get with a lot of other panels, where it just kind of feels very candid and just freeing. You know, okay, I need to get away from you.
From me?
Yeah, dude.
I'm not even doing my spirit combo.
Yeah, you're still just that just didn't mean anything.
I'm actually by the tail. How am I getting you? You're supposed to be doing the head, aren't you?
I was on the other side of the head, but you were like right up there earlier. You just moved to the tail right now and then said you're right by the tail.
There's proof, probably.
It's recorded, dude.
Tape.
It's all good.
Because otherwise I'd just say, nope, you're wrong. I was always by the tail.
See, scumbag Julian, guys.
Always.
If anything, this podcast should be a testament of how nice I am.
Scumbag Julian.
And I'm still your friend.
That should be the title of the episode. Scumbag Julian.
Well, yeah, and it's okay. It's super funny how
How what?
What is it? Every panel you go to, you're always gonna have people ask about basically ask for spoilers to the show. You know, it's like it's the most obnoxious thing. Like, oh, is this character gonna be coming back? Is this character really dead? You know, things like that. It's just like, just watch the show. You know, like.
No, they want to know. They have to release it on the internet.
Gosh, but yeah, so it's like, but it's funny because in their panel, they're really, their humor's really kind of mean, I guess you can say, but it's really funny. Like, they'll just basically like in a fun way humiliate people who basically ask for spoilers during the panel. Like they basically have this mantra, you know, it's like any questions about the show, like about the plot of the show will be answered throughout the course of the show. Oh, wow. And so they just repeat that every time someone asks them oh, so is this character gonna be back, or you know.
And then you see a lot of people in line just waiting to ask their question, and then they just go back because. Sadly,
they don't, and they still ask that question because they think that their question is the one exception, really? Which makes it that's why it's so funny. You know,
you gotta love fans.
Oh yeah.
Don't listen.
Yeah. So you guys will see probably see that video before this video, but my Jimmy's vlog, if you guys watch it, so I was at Anime Expo, right? This past weekend. Yeah, super fun.
It is convention season.
It is convention season, you know. So I went to go see this panel for the new It anime of this season, Attack on Titan.
I thought you meant It anime Steven Spielberg.
No. But
Stephen King's It anime.
That'd probably be really crazy. Like, I'm not sure if I'd want to watch it. It scared me in a whole nother level.
I don't want to see Pennywise in like anime form.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
I know, like picture of Pennywise now.
But yeah. So for Attack on Titan, I'll put a clip up right now.
Oh, yeah, Attack on Titan. You told me about that earlier.
よし行くぞ 巨人がもうあんなに前衛部隊が総崩れじゃないか何やってんだ普段威張り散らしてる先輩方は決して楽観視していたわけじゃなかったがこれはあまりにも飛行した止まれ
Yeah. So is it enough?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So super crazy good anime panel.
Uh-huh.
All right. So
Jimmy hates me for this, but we're doing 3 monsters every time.
this is getting kind of annoying.
Yeah, but we're doing it.
All right. Well, let's go. But yeah. So as we were saying, Attack on Titan panel, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't get out of the taunt.
You need to finish her. Oh, I was doing like the
Triple X. Triple H. Was it?
triple.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I didn't watch too much wrestling.
Hey, we're together.
Oh, power of best friendship.
Yeah, but so Attack on Titan. If you guys haven't already watched it, please do yourselves a favor.
I haven't watched it, Jimmy.
I know. I'm gonna show you once we're done recording.
Oh,
You guys mark my words. I have it in my hard drive.
I guess I'll know what it is once we start.
Yeah, but
And-
so we went to the panel for that. It was super cool. They premiered like the new episode that just showed in Japan, which made me a little bit upset because it didn't have any fan subs. But what is it? Yeah, but then the whole time you had people like just asking for spoilers, and they would like literally get like booed by like the entire like audience basically.
Oh, gosh.
Like,
shut up. We don't want spoilers.
Yeah, and it's just that like, so like there's this one dude I always remember. He like came up and he was like, oh, clearly the Titans seem to be, like coordinating. Like there's one big Titan that seems to be leading the whole thing. When are you going? Like, are you ever going to explain that? When? How? And everyone just went boo. It was just like it. Yeah, it's like, what? That's one thing. Great. If you want to get spoilers, that's fine. But like,
Not in front of.
yeah,
massive
like,
people.
like the whole. I feel like people forget like Q&A is for more than just like, I want to learn like top secret things about this show. Q&A.
It's more like you ask the like creators, what's your favorite cereal? You don't do that.
BestFriendCast is over. No, I mean, but like it's like you get to ask the creator like more about like their process.
Yeah.
Like, what like you can ask them like, why did you choose to do this versus that? What was going on in your head? Do this? What made you come up with this idea or things like that? Like people ask some good questions like clearly there's a lot more content in the anime than the manga.
But we're not catching anything.
Yeah,
They're
that's-
not biting.
What was your reason for doing that, for example?
Oh, just to like grab your attention.
No, I was talking about the panel.
Oh, okay. Grab your attention.
But
Oh,
there he is.
that's because he starts here.
Does he?
What
What a jerk. All right, well, I'm coming over there.
What a jerk off.
See how nice I can see your screen.
I know, right? You can see what I'm doing.
This
He's
is-
just going away. He's like running.
This must be what you feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, so it's like, wait, where is he? Where is he?
He's here. He's on the floor. He's in
Oh,
the,
there he is.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, you know, so it's a good opportunity. It's a really good chance to get into like the heads of the creators, not so much like, oh, what can I milk out of them, you know? Like,
Yeah. Gotta love the fans. They're great. Our fans are awesome.
we are, and luckily, we are. Yes, they are, and luckily for us, there's no spoilers really to be had. What are you guys gonna talk about in episode 13? I need to know. We don't know.
We don't know.
But yeah, man. So it was a really good time. Got to watch some animes.
Did you take pictures of yourself?
There's some videos, and yeah, I'll put a picture up. They will have seen it in the blog.
The vlog?
The vlog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was actually working on it before I came over here. I was kind of expecting to be at my house, but oh, good.
Ha. Ha. No. My turn.
Ew.
Ouch. Oh, he hits a little hard.
Well, this is G rank, my friend.
Yes.
That there G rank.
Oh, no.
Uh.
Get the slime off. I wanted the slime off on the land. Oh, well. Oh, broke it anyways.
Oh, there you go. See?
Yay.
That's how we do it.
This is how we do it.
But yeah, man. So a lot has happened actually since our last episode. It's been a while.
Yeah. What has happened in your world?
So we shortly after we had recorded the last episode, Microsoft basically announced that that their Xbox One was no longer going to be DRM. It was no longer gonna be always online, and yeah, like they're gonna go with disc-based games again.
Oh, so they just flipped the switch just like that.
They flipped the switch. Yeah, I kind of feel bad in a sense, just because they really worked themselves into a lose-lose situation with fans. You know?
Yeah, I've talked with some of my friends who've been, loyal with Xbox, and they feel like they have been betrayed, and there's no more integrity within Microsoft as far as the console.
Yeah, exactly. Like it sucks because it was just like that. It was an exact lose-lose situation. Like if they had kept DRM, of course everyone was pissed off about that, and then even. And then now that they quote-unquote flipped the switch, people were upset because it's like they were saying, oh, we can't just flip the switch, and clearly they did. So now it's like, can we really trust anything that the Microsoft PR people say anymore? In this case, Major Nelson, who, man, I just feel so bad for the guy. That is not a job
Major Nelson.
I would want.
What a name, though.
That's not his real name.
Oh, it's not?
No.
They just call him
Major Nelson. That's his, I don't know, that's his shtick. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can explain. If you guys know, put a comment why his name is Major Nelson. But, yeah, that's what he goes by. But yeah, man, I don't know. That's not a job I would covet at all.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and it's like people don't understand that, like, it's not like he is some huge bigwig up in the CEO offices of Microsoft that get to know all of the decisions, So he basically is just forced to say whatever they will allow him to say, and that's it, I mean, that's kind of the thing about PR people. It's not like they really don't know as much as we think they know. They just know what they're told, and they're supposed to be the face for the company more than anything, I mean, it could very well may have been that, like, he was right, and that flipping the switch wasn't going to be an easy thing. But if, the big wigs say flip the switch, then what do? Flip the switch.
Gotta flip the switch.
Yeah, so...
Gotta take direct orders from the higher-ups.
Yeah, so
Major Nelson. Yes, sir.
Sorry.
But, yeah, so I do not feel bad for him at all. I do feel bad for him. That is just a sucky thing.
feel for the man.
Yeah. Not fun times.
Not for the man, but for the man.
But yeah, so Julian, I mean, you've been getting ready to step into the world of PC gaming now?
Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we built a computer today. I mean, just went shopping for it.
Yeah, I was like, we didn't actually build anything.
Yeah, we
yet.
didn't build anything, but we are looking to build my PC.
Yeah. So I went with Julian earlier today. We looked at parts online, put together his whole rig, what we have in mind, figured out the cost and everything like that. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So Julian's gonna get an actual decent computer to work with. So expect more streams.
I wouldn't call it work, but
well, to use.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be fun times. You have some plans for the channel?
Streaming, giving some live streams to you guys.
What do you plan on streaming, my friend?
I don't know, just games that I like.
You're going the wrong way.
A lot of old games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just trying to relive my, gaming childhood,
Sure.
which I didn't get to enjoy too much because I played outside a lot.
You made it sound like you were deprived of like a childhood, and then you segued into the fact that you played outside a lot.
Well, I mean, just not the inside childhood.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. We're working on ideas for a lot more content for you guys. Get ready soon. Now that we do have the camcorder, we're going nuts. No, there's expect D&D videos. We're gonna get that popping really soon. Actually, probably up a couple days after this video gets up online. So we're gonna get that series going. A lot of prep work into getting a D&D video going, but we really want to help out you guys who've never played the game before, give you some kind of semblance and idea of how to do it.
Man, we're not only a video game channel. We're gaming.
We're a have fun channel. That's
We're
what we do.
fun. Have fun. All
Yeah.
the time. Have fun.
Gabble.
Well, I was expecting for this quest to be over. No way. We got 2 more. 2 more of these babies. Thanks, Jim, for understanding. I gotta get my paralyzed weapon, so this guy gives the goods.
It's okay. I originally didn't want to do this, but then I got like 2 mantles from that last Raytheon quest, so.
All I got was that ruby that you guys saw carved out of the tail. But
It is what it is, man.
it is what it is.
What it is, what it is. Yeah, so
Man, but what else are you looking forward to at Comic-Con?
going back to Comic-Con, Kevin Smith panel.
Kevin Smith, is he coming out with some new movies or?
I think he's working on a couple TV shows.
Oh, sweet.
I think there is going to be a new Clerks movie.
Oh, nice.
Or at least one that's in the Clerks universe, I believe, if not a TV show.
Right.
But it's just that guy is so fun to listen to talk.
Yeah.
I like to listen to him talk.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Oh gosh, he's here.
Oh, okay.
He
I'll
sneaked
be
up
right,
behind me.
I'll be right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's fun times. You just. It's like us, but like 50 times better. Like.
But I don't think we're good at all.
Yeah, exactly. So, so 50 times 0 times 50 is still 0. But, but no, it's really fun. You get to just kind of listen to him ramble on about stuff, and I don't know, it's just he's a really good orator. So, I'm really looking forward to that panel. It is like the only Hall H panel that I really like.
Wait, what's this about Hall H? I don't get it. Is it just like the bigger
Yeah, it's like the big hall, so that's where they'll put like.
Twilight?
Yeah, like just any of the high volume stuff. So Game of Thrones.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, big movies like I believe.
Spider-Man coming up probably.
Yeah, like they had the Expendables 2 panel there.
Oh, wow.
The Man of Steel panel was there, so all the big stuff goes into Hall H. But then at the end of the day, Kevin Smith's in there, and it's just a lot of fun. And then.
No.
But of course, the sad thing is like so many people leave for that just because it's like, who's this guy? And I'm like,
How could you not know Kevin Smith?
You'd be surprised how many people don't know anything about comic book culture at Comic-Con.
I know.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I've only went to Comic-Con once.
I know.
ever in my
snob.
life. It was last year.
Yeah, and now you're already a Comic-Con snob. Hating on.
I know all about Comic-Con.
But yeah, and it is a little bit frustrating, but like I said, it's kind of like the hard thing because there's no real way to gauge success or, with this whole thing. I mean, as the consumer and the fan, of course, I'm gonna like wish that they catered towards what I want more, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're making more money. They're selling tickets, and now it's like the issue isn't so much like the funding and getting good programming. It's just that like it's just not a big enough convention center to host all the people that want to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing anybody wants to do in anything is like take away content.
Aren't they making the convention center bigger?
Yeah, but I mean, I still don't think it's gonna do that much to really kind of solve the problem. Like the thing is already so big as it is. Like the event, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to work at in the Horton Plaza downtown.
Uh-huh.
And I worked that's the mall downtown in San Diego basically. I worked at the General Nutrition Center there. And that was kind of like the big thing we were all ready for was like Comic-Con.
Uh-huh.
Like we had like this list of events in the store that take place. Where's his tail?
I don't know. I'm looking for it.
Where is?
No. I'm carving the Ludra. Oh, it's right there. Right beside the Ludra. Right here.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, no, right here.
Where? Okay. I honestly don't even see it on my screen at all, but okay.
Well, I see it just a little
I'll
bit.
take your word for it. So where did it go?
What? He went to the water. This way.
Oh, okay, good.
The water.
But yeah, so I mean that was like a big thing. Like we had like this list of events that took place at the convention center, and you would see like the average amount of attendees for each event, and then you compare it to Comic-Con, and it would like be about the equivalent of all the other events combined, basically.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how big it's gotten, and it's just something I'm just never gonna be used to, just being from San Diego and seeing what it used to be and has been. But like I said, like how do we gauge like what is good and what is bad in this case? Like how do you gauge what determines a successful convention?
Yeah.
Is it selling tickets? Because if that's the case, then yeah, they're doing marvelously. Is it like how well you appease?
Well, I think it.
How well you appease nerds?
Again, like not nerds, but just like fan culture.
But so which
like
fans?
I know you're also gonna have those fans of, the girly fans of Supernatural, just
like
because
us.
I was there. I like the show. I'm not like a.
Oh my god! Jensen Ackles is so pretty with his pouty face.
Oh, we should focus.
Sam.
Dean. Sam. Dean.
Son of a.
Oh, we're gonna have this.
No, we've said some bad stuff.
No, we haven't.
Oh no.
No.
Maybe in my head I was.
Yeah, you probably were, you bad boy. But see, I mean, but that's like such an integral part of
The fan culture.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, who are we to like really look down on that though? Like,
Well,
just because that's
I
not
think
my
you
way
just
of
gotta
fanning.
think about again if it's crap or not.
But okay, so how do you gauge the spectrum of good and bad? Because there's,
I know it's the whole like what you like thing that you always say.
well, I mean, but it's not just that, but it's just like I'll always remember this. Like I had in my art class, right? It's like we were trying to basically determine what is art.
Okay.
And we spent this whole semester like discussing different people's theory on what is or isn't art. Is like, and it would be like, like he'd give examples like, art. Someone would say like art is something that someone has purposefully created to be aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, say you walk down, you walk in the woods, and you just see this like beautiful piece of wood that just aged over the years, and you pick it up, and then from the side it looks like a beautiful face, right? Just from the way that the wood is deteriorated or something like that.
Is it just like in American Beauty where the guy was watching the plastic bag floating in the air? Have you seen that movie?
I have.
Yeah. Just like that. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Well, I mean, but you know, so like, but that's the thing though. I mean, like, who's to determine like whose perspective of beauty is or isn't art? You know, like, why should my standards be like art and that somebody else's standards be just pop culture?
I know.
You know, and then you get like into like Andy Warhol, who did like, you know, and then with the whole like modern art movement where they were like trying to be anti-art, but then now we see that as art.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I know. I'm a huge fan of like Basquiat and all that, but.
Yeah. So it's. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Well, just like how his art was just as graffiti art when most people view it as. You know.
King Whisker. Sorry.
Yeah, but how most people view it as vandalism and stuff like that. You know, a lot of people considered it art.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Andy Warhol digged it, and then I think that's why everybody else digged it.
See, but and then now you're starting to get into like consumerism, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean that's kind of like the big kind of gray area. I feel, you know, it's like, I don't mean to be like some hippy dippy kind of like what you like, man, because I mean. There are definitely things that I don't think is art. I'll just say it, you know.
Yeah.
But then,
like, have you ever seen those like art pieces and a huge canvas and all it is just like a straight line?
Mm-hmm. And like, okay, my and this is I have to preface this. This is my opinion. You know, like if something needs for me to be explained to me, for me to appreciate its artistic value, then I don't really see it as art. Mm-hmm. Like if it's like a painting, if it's like a big white blue canvas and like a blue stripe in the middle, and it's like a discussion on the segregation of people and
yeah,
you know, like,
well, the way I see it, my relationship with art at least is, it really depends on the viewer, you know, like what you feel from looking at this art. I think that's what an art piece like that. What would you call that kind of art? Like abstract modern, art, yeah.
Contemporary.
Really, what
art.
you feel, like, love it or hate it. You are gonna feel something.
I don't think I agree necessarily. Like, I just feel nothing from those pieces, you know, and that's why it's cognitive, you know. Mm-hmm. It's like I look at this. Like, how should I explain this? Okay, and once again, like I have to preface this. This is just purely my opinion, you know. I go into an art museum. And I look at like the more contemporary stuff, and it's like a canvas that's just pure white, and it's like, what the heck is this? And you read it, and you're like, oh, this is like an exploration into negative space and stuff like that, and you're like, okay, all right, you know, okay, I see what you're trying to do there.
Yeah.
And then you get this cognitive understanding, you know, like this more thoughtful understanding of it, right? And then I walk into like the classic paintings and stuff like that, and like the old contemporary, like, you know, the old illustrators, you know, like, and, you know, like, the old, like, you know, Renaissance, like, portraits and things like that. And there's, like, this immediate sense of beauty.
No.
You know, like, it doesn't, you don't need to think about it to appreciate it. You know, you just instantly appreciate it. Like, to me, that's art. You know, or, but then, okay, then here's a great light, but then there's, like, things that I appreciate on, what is it, on an aesthetic level, but then I also appreciate it on a cognitive level, and so that brings to me like another level of appreciation. So it's like, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, you can't, like, the same way, you can't really like say, like, oh, this, like, Twilight is crap, so it doesn't deserve to be here, because that's purely based upon what your perspective of like crap is, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and I there's no way of me saying this without sounding like I love Twilight, which I definitely don't, and you know. It's not like
I see that you're defending it. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. And
ooh, wow, what'd you do?
I was just whacking at it, but just whacking at it. Anyways, but you know, it's just that like I just want to try as much as possible to express, like, to appreciate, like, or defend any kind of level of fandom, just because I mean I just think that there's like so much negativity around like this. You know, I mean, it's a fringe culture. It really is. You know, like, quote-unquote nerd culture, like, you know, comic books and sci-fi and fantasy and stuff like that. You know, I mean, it's already so stigmatized. And so, like, the last thing we should do is be, like, going against each other. You know? Does that make sense? Like, it's...
Well, to have something like being a fan of it, and having it be really big, and it going farther away from what Comic-Con, what it was really about.
What was Comic-Con about then?
Comics.
But then, okay, what about like things like Star Trek, and even Star Wars? That, I mean, yeah, they eventually had spin-off comics, but that, that definitely wasn't. That's not its main medium of enjoyment or appreciation.
Well, I don't know. I don't mean to generalize, but I feel like with comic book fans, I feel like they're also fans of those select shows, you know?
I mean, which is fine, and I do agree with that.
That's why they're having a little bit of everything that they also like.
Well, but that's the thing though. So it's like, so who's to say that like these group of fans should have like what they like there, and that like say for the comic book fans who do like Twilight, they're not allowed to have it. I mean, manga is a huge kind of popular media for comics now. I mean, it is comics, no matter what people want to differentiate. Its style is different, it's black and whatever. It's comics. It's sequential art, right?
Yeah.
A lot of manga fans are fans of Twilight as well. Just for an example.
Yeah.
And so just because I'm a fan of mainly, I mean, I read manga too, but I'm mainly a fan of traditional like American comics. Do those people not deserve to have what they like there? Like, it's such like it's hard because there, like I said, there is no real right or wrong answer.
Yeah. You guys could see like I just don't know what to say at this point. It's
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Like, okay, we'll open like this up for discussion with your comments, guys. If you want to say anything about it, leave a comment on this, because this is I don't really know what to say about it.
Where'd you go?
I mean, I love Comic-Con. I love what it was, just going there for the first time and to see it.
So there's like no way I can not sound like a Comic-Con snob.
I know. Well, like, it's just
the idea of what it was.
Yeah. It's just I'm scared what it may be and what it is now.
Yeah, and like I said, like I've been going to Comic-Con for the past 10 years. Mm-hmm. Since more than that, like since I was like 13. That was my first Comic-Con. Yeah. I've been going every year since. And what is it? And I've talked to people that are going to be like, oh, like you will say to me, oh, you didn't know the real Comic-Con. I've been going to Comic-Con for the past 30 years, or like things like that. And it's just that like the experience you're going to get is like always going to be different from the experience that you want, and so there's no real right or wrong answer. There's no way really to give everybody what they want.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad you enjoyed your first Comic-Con, and I'm glad you like really, really liked it. But 10 years from now, it's not going to be that Comic-Con, nor is, the Comic-Con now the Comic-Con I went to when I was 13. Mm-hmm. It's just, that's just the way it is. It's kind of
just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, and it's like, it's sucky for some people, but then it's also great for others, so it's like the validity of who it's good for should like never be like determined on like the kind of fans you are, as long as the people are fans.
Yeah.
It's Comic-Con.
It's Comic-Con.
Dude, and you know what?
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm scared of. Yes, you could have room for like what other people like, but then there's less room for what it was truly there for,
But it's not like it's something set in stone, though. It's like it's evolving like people. I used to be an emo kid with bangs. Does that mean I have to always be an emo kid with bangs?
Yeah.
Can I not evolve with the times?
But to just have not have enough room for the stuff that is the truly heart of Comic-Con.
But that's the thing. You can't. What is the true heart of Comic-Con?
Comics. I don't know. Come on, it's just
we're discussing.
I know it's a discussion. But it's just.
We'll be right back. All right, so we're doing more triple Advanced Quest monster things.
Yeah.
Advanced Quest with 3 monsters in them.
Yep.
So we're doing 3 Gigi Knocks.
3 is a good number.
I hate you.
I need their parts.
All right, but yeah, so going back to our very heated discussion. So passionate. Okay, so I'm gonna throw up a hypothetical here.
Okay, thank you.
Throwing it up. Okay, hypothetically speaking, if let's say that there was a Comic-Con where there was no any kind of, let's just go with your ideal Comic-Con. How about that for hypothetical?
Okay.
What would be in it?
Good bunch of nerdy movies. But
No, I mean no. This
something
really...
centered around comics, where comics is really the spotlight of it all.
Okay, so I mean, I'm purely hypothetical. I mean, what would you look for in one then? If you were so I'm gonna put you in the creative the director seat of Comic-Con.
Director seat.
Okay. You get to create your Comic-Con.
Okay. By the way, I think he starts
in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But good question. Something really that centers around comics, especially with the movies.
Ugly thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, but I mean, yeah. So I mean, it's great to say that, but I mean, what would that look like?
Why is he leaving?
He hates us.
I don't know. People appreciating comics.
I want you to name movies and
name movies. Amazing Spider-Man, Man of Steel, the Wolverine that's just coming out, X-Men. Mm-hmm. And stuff that's also been coming out on like graphic novels too, like Watchmen and stuff.
Okay.
But it's just something that I strongly feel about just the whole culture of conventions and stuff, that it should stay true to what it was before.
I mean, okay, and I also have to say that, like, I mean, like, in and of my, like, just me being...
I don't know, I really have no prepared answer about what... It's just tough to see it what it is now,
Yeah. And it's just, like, because... I mean, I want to say, like, things like Twilight, while we hate on it so much, I think it's not as far from, like, the comic book culture as people make it out to be. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a love story about freaking vampires and werewolves, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, that has been a part...
I gotta give it to Twilight, though, that they did really bring Comic-Con out there as attendance, Well, once, like, people found out that, like, the cast of Twilight's gonna be there, there was this whole mess of just...
I feel like it was something that was happening long before Twilight.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I'd say Twilight was, like, the first big one that people were really, like, just kind of complaining about. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, to say that was when it became, like, a popular arts thing, it's been that... It's been more than just comics longer than a lot of people would care to admit. I mean, I remember, I would have... like, it's just, like, this really big mix of, like fandoms and cultures that, like, kind of fit on the outside of the typical. So that's why, I mean, it's kind of hard to really say what should or shouldn't be there. I remember, like, there'd be, like, a booth of import models for cars and car magazines and stuff like that, And then you're like, okay, this is Comic-Con. What do you guys have to do with anything, But then you get, like, comics like Initial D, and then all those fans, and, like, and they're into, like, the import cars and stuff like that, So it's like, I don't know. It's really, really hard to say. I mean, because, yeah, I mean, I could think of, like, my ideal Comic-Con too, I mean, and I think our ideal Comic-Cons honestly wouldn't be too different from each other's. Honestly, I mean, I think I would like to see the same thing, but it's...
Well, here's the thing. I feel some people are there for the wrong reasons. I feel people are there just to go. Especially San Diegans.
Is that a wrong reason, though?
I don't know. Well, it doesn't leave room for the people who really want to go.
Yeah, see, and that's kind of like a distribution of blame, though. Like, I feel it's like, okay, you're blaming these people who want to experience something, but when the real problem is just the fact that this convention is just way too big now, You know,
it is big. I'm happy that it's big. It's great, but you know, along with that comes.
Yeah, you know, but it's just like so. I'll say it, like we see great panels. Like the Man of Steel panel was like last year was freaking beautiful. You know, there, you know, I'm looking forward to. You know, like there's gonna be like a Game of Thrones panels, and people are excited for that. But it's just like, do you think, without it being as big as it is and as accommodating as it is, that it would be able to afford to have those panels in their programs? You know, like, it's kind of the thing. Like, I mean, I'd like to believe in a world that, like, out of the goodness of their hearts, the Man of Steel people would just all show up just because it's like, hey, this is like a superhero related movie. But I mean, it's business. Business is business, you know, and like, you know, unless they accommodate it to such a wide variety of people, there's no way that they would sell enough tickets to make the money needed to have such like hot ticket panels and things like that. You know, and then for them to afford people that we want, like Jim Lee, the co-publisher for DC and stuff like that. You know, so I mean, it's not to say that we don't benefit from it either. You know, but yeah, I mean, it is kind of hard because, like I said, like the only thing I really liked about having Twilight there was just that like that moment in the exhibit floor when it's like fresh air. You know, and it's really tricky because I mean, I'm saying these things, but it's not like I have an answer for the problems either because I really don't. I
really don't know what to say about it. It's a tough thing to talk about.
Because I feel like there shouldn't be any wrong reasons to go to Comic-Con because who knows about that family who decides, especially San Diegans, that decides to just go and check it out, and then some kid seeing, you know, a really cool panel and is like, hey, and now he becomes a new comic book fan.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what? You know, I probably what's the root, like the root of my I guess my bias is just because I could never get a ticket. I think that's why.
But whose fault was that?
I know it's mine, but it's still hard to get one.
I know it really.
Well,
is.
I mean, like one of our friends, you know, Justin. I mean, he didn't get to go. He was right there. He was right there buying a ticket. I on the was he? Oh, okay. Well, I'm wrong. Anyways,
we'll cut it out so you don't look bad.
No, it's fine. No, keep it in.
I'm just kidding. Language once again. Yeah, but you know, like that's the thing. It's. I don't know, like, maybe I'm on the opposite end of the bias because I got my ticket, you know, and I could say, you know what, like, for the people who were, because that's the thing, you don't see people who just meander into Comic-Con anymore. You're talking about, like, the group of people that just, oh, let's just go Comic-Con to check it out. Those people don't go because they don't know what it's like to try to get in, you know? It's people who really want to be there, who get up early in the morning and wait on their computer for the ticket registration to open, and they hit refresh until it opens up and they get their ticket. So I can't fault any of those people for being there, you know, because they are just as impassioned as I am, just maybe about different things. Oh, good, that's where he is.
Yeah. Look at my screen.
Yeah. You know, it's like,
why not me?
Why? You know, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't really, I mean, this sounds really harsh, but I don't really have much sympathy for people who couldn't get tickets. You know, like, I'm sorry, you are my best friend, and I wish you were going.
Yeah, well, I'm going regardless.
Well, yeah, you'll find a way, but, like, you know, for, like, the people who couldn't get their tickets, and like I said, maybe I'm biased because I did get mine, but that's the thing, you know, it wasn't like it was even that difficult for me to get in. I remember, like, getting, like, the year when their whole online registration was completely jacked up, and, like, you know, there was no online queue. It was just like the system crashed, and whoever hit refresh at the just exact right second randomly got in, regardless of when they tried to get on the website.
Oh, wow.
So it was just so random. I was on there all morning trying to get my ticket. I barely got it for like 3 of the 4 days, whereas people who logged on, like, you know, hours after I did just happened to get really lucky and got their 4-day pass like 2 hours before I did. You know, I remember that year. And then, whereas opposed to now, it's just they have this nice online queue set up. You know, as soon as you log onto the website, it gives you, like, basically a ticket number, and then you're allowed to get your ticket once your ticket number is up. You know, and so it's like, the people who are on first get, it's first come first serve. So it's
Yeah.
like I really can't have much pity for people after experiencing that crap that was that 1 year where nothing worked the way it was supposed to.
Uh-huh.
You know?
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I feel about Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You know what, and I will, when we're not on the show, I actually like jokingly rag on Comic-Con a lot for all the reasons that Julian brought up, just to be honest with everybody, but it's, I don't know, after all this like talk, I mean, when we get to the heart of it, it's like there's something really magical about Comic-Con though.
there is.
It's like Disneyland. No, not really, but like
No, I felt genuinely happy, just like how I would at Disneyland.
yeah,
Like,
okay, sorry.
when it's, I don't know. Again, I'm gonna say that the wrong people are there.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't even say that right now because I know it's.
I'll get all butthurt.
Yeah, it's. I won't even say it.
I'm not. Don't worry about me getting butthurt. We're just discussing. But,
Yeah.
it's just that like I said, the people who try hard to get there are there. So it's like I don't know. It's
Try hard. No, no, it's just my coworker just got tickets out of nowhere.
Well-
And they said they're just gonna sell it or whatever.
well, okay. Well, that's different.
It's-
That's because they probably have some company hookup through a friend, and that's one thing. But those do not make up any of the online ticket sales.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I know.
So
Yeah, I know.
like as far as the people who want to buy tickets, the people who try hard to get them will get them. Like it's like like there's gonna be those company perks and stuff like that, regardless. And it's kind of like the sucky thing with anything, but yeah, I don't count those. That's a really crappy situation.
Uh-huh. But I might be going as somebody else.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think I'll always remember like, oh man, the range on that poison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll always remember like Morgan, our friend. He went last year, using some tickets that he bought like when some people were leaving the convention later in the afternoon. So one day his name was Ron Anthony Demopolis, and then
Awesome name.
yeah, and then the next day he was Rashonda Brown, and I have to describe like Morgan is this like the skinny white boy. There's no better way of just giving a physical description of him. All right,
Uh huh.
Rashonda Brown. Oh god.
Come right in, Rashonda Brown.
Thanks for the help.
What's happening?
Did you see my HP?
No, I didn't.
Give a look before. I
Oh
go.
wow.
Yeah,
Well, congratulations for getting out of it.
I'm about to die. That was the slowest
Best
potion
friend.
drinking ever. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Don't say I didn't help you.
Oh, well, you always help me. Except for when you're being a jerk.
What are those sounds?
Oh, I don't know. It's okay. We'll just cut out the video for now, and I'll figure it out in a second.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what? It's like I said, there is no right or wrong answer about like. Let's just finish out this topic. There is no right or wrong answer about what to do with Comic-Con, and it's like we could talk about these like negative things about it all we want, but like at the end of the day, I mean, it's a really great convention. It's a lot of fun.
That's the thing. What I like about Comic-Con and what it supports is the whole fandom thing. Not many people are a huge fan of something that they love it so much that they dress up to do it,
Yeah.
And that's the magical thing. That's the whole cool thing about Comic-Con is that we're able to let ourselves, our whole being persona, to be something else,
Yeah.
To love something, wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
It's an awesome thing.
It is like it's like a safe place for nerdiness,
Exactly.
which is awesome.
But it's I don't want to say it.
Just say it. So what are you gonna say?
No, I just like seeing the bros over there with their Bazinga shirts.
What if they're really big fans of Big Bang Theory?
I know.
I'm just kidding.
It's
You
or
know,
they just wear it just to
yeah. See, that I can agree with that. I'll agree with that. Like, there are definitely people that do put up a farce. I feel like, you know, like, oh yeah, I really am down with like comic book culture, and they just watch Big Bang Theory. You know, and it's like they think we don't know. Like, I don't know where these arguments came from about, like, you know, when they talk about Superman and stuff like that. I'm like, you guys always say the exact same thing. It's a Big Bang Theory reference, not a Superman one. Get it straight, you know, like. But Big Bang Theory is another topic on its own, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what you like.
Like what you like.
Yeah, Julian and I had a funny talk. You know, it's like, I say that a lot, and I really do try to mean it, but there are just certain instances in certain fandoms I have a lot, to say it nicely, I have a lot of trouble understanding. You know? That's the easiest way I could put it. I am not the nice, tolerant person that I make myself out to be online. I try to be. I really do. It's
funny because I'm more tolerant, like, when I'm not online than, I don't know.
Are you?
I think I am.
Are you?
Well, I still think that a lot of music sucks, but, like, you know, that's just me again.
Well, yeah, that's another, like, whole nother can of worms, dude.
Yeah.
Gigi.
Like, I love Selena Gomez.
I think she's a beautiful young woman.
I love Miley Cyrus.
She's really good at twerking.
What?
Have you seen any of those videos? It's ridiculous.
No, I haven't.
Go get twerk.
Twerk? What does twerk mean?
You guys, get ready for a clip.
I don't want to see it.
And that was twerking.
Oh, God. The twerk video. I don't even know what it is still. Guys, I'm watching the episode with you guys, okay? I have no idea what twerking is.
Twerk, twerk, twerk.
I have no idea how Miley Cyrus does it.
Make that booty clap.
Poison everywhere.
Yeah, that's basically twerk.
What? What did I say?
Poison everywhere.
Oh. I still don't get it.
Yeah. You'll see it when the episode comes out.
Yeah. Twerking. Will I be impressed?
A combination of and, like, disturbed.
Well, let the video speak for itself.
Who's out of antidotes? This guy.
I have some antidotes.
May I partake?
Yeah,
Once he leaves?
Let's
wait for him to leave so that it's a little bit safer.
Yeah, for now, I'm just going to try to get paralyzed off, which I've been trying to do this whole time.
Oh. He is close.
Oh, I could hit his head now.
Which Giganox was this? Is this the second or the third one?
This is the second. What are you talking about?
Oh, gross. I'm so over this quest already.
No. More. I mean, no. We must do more. That's what I meant.
No. Is he limping? Yeah, he is.
See? You
Yeah,
got
he
this.
is.
And after that, we have one more to go. Aren't you happy? Here, let me give you some stuff.
Oh yeah, let me come back and get some.
Okay. Anyways, we're back.
And we're back.
Yeah. You look a little lower, Jimmy.
What is that?
You look lower.
I may have broke your couch.
Did you?
I'm a big boy. Big boy.
Big boy. Breaking my couch.
So is this, I sat down a little bit too hard. It couldn't handle my glutes. I twerked too hard. Dude, this Giganox needs to die.
I know.
Just
we gotta move on.
Just like the camera battery.
Aw. It's alright. I think you guys seen enough of our faces.
Nope, they haven't. We got a spare battery, so as soon as this guy's dead, or as soon as this quest is done.
Or you can replace it right now.
I could. Do I want to?
Just do it.
Okay. And we're back.
We're back with our faces.
Ugh. See, and that's why you always bring a spare.
Always bring a spare, guys.
Yeah, see, that's
Spare tire. You know, what else? Or spares.
spare
Spare ribs?
spare ribs.
Yeah. Gotta have spare ribs.
Spare best friends.
I've got one of those.
Yeah, I've got a few in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't remember what we were talking about before this whole thing. Were we hating on
Big Bang Theory?
You know what? Yeah, I mean, you know,
congratulations to the success of the show.
you know what? I'm gonna be candid. Oh yeah, we're talking about how I'm actually a much more judgmental person than I put up. You know, I sincerely try to be a very like open-minded person when it comes to fandoms, and I will really try my best to appreciate all kinds of fandoms and things that people really like. But like, okay, I've got to say it. Like, it's so tiring as like a comic book fan to hear people say like, oh, you like comic books? You should watch Big Bang Theory. You really like it. And then you watch it, and it's like nothing but like little references that make people feel good about themselves for like, oh my gosh, I get that reference. You know, like.
Don't I agree?
It's like trying to watch nothing but inside jokes. You know, and it's just like, okay, the first few were funny. Can we move on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then for the people who don't get it, it's just like, you know, you feel like that friend who is just sitting there while your other friends are telling a bunch of inside jokes. You know, and then you're like, okay, this is boring. Or that like, the worst is like the, oh, you had to have been there jokes.
Really?
Or stories, you know? Like, not in Big Bang Theory, I'm talking about like in real life.
Yeah. Have to have been there, because like you weren't.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
still
okay.
can't laugh.
Yeah, so this doesn't make me feel any better at the fact that I had to have been there. You know, but yeah, you know, it's like, how can I describe how I feel about Big Bang Theory without sounding like a jerk? It's,
Well, I'll say it. I feel people watch is just to feel like they're part of that nerd culture, though they're not.
yeah. It's like, you know what? If you want to be into like Superman and stuff like that, I mean, don't take it from Leonard and Sheldon and the gang. Just
Get it from the creepy clerk at the comic book store.
yeah, you know,
Because they're awesome.
yeah, you know, I mean, they really are. I think, I mean, I can see why like comic books are, I mean, I guess so intimidating for some people. I mean, just because it's like really just so much continuity to get into. But I mean, it's, you know, if you troll not troll, but if you like lurk around the forums for a bit, or even, you know, go to the comic book shop
Worth it.
and just talk to the person working there and ask them, you know, where you can start. Like, I mean, they're some of the nicest people. They really are. Just like how I used to be really intimidated with hunting Monster Hunter with other people, randoms online. You know, especially like, I don't know. Like, I always felt like people were like, "Oh my gosh, this guy sucks." You know, Get out! Why are you even playing this game, bro? But then, you know, going on Teamwork Cat's website and meeting all those fantastic hunters, you know, and they're like super nice, awesome, great people. Like,
Y'all know who you are.
yeah, you know, it's been such a, it was like, for me, like, I may have shared this in my vlog, but I used to be really insecure about like online gaming. You know, even when I played MMOs, I usually played either by myself or with people I already knew. Like, I would never join like a guild of like people I didn't know or anything like that, just because I would get really nervous.
What were you scared of?
Like I said, I was just really insecure. I felt like, you know, like people were gonna like judge me via internets, so I never really yeah, like I never really took part in a lot of like community online gaming, you know. So even say something like Monster Hunter, which is so cooperative rather than competitive, I was still so like intimidated for whatever reason. But then like when I actually started playing online, it was just such a like so different from what I was expecting. You know, it was like really supportive and really great, and you know, we had so much fun, and that's the whole reason why we ended up starting this podcast. You know, because we had so much fun playing.
Yeah.
And then what is it? And so what was I gonna say? So I mean, that's kind of how my experience has been with comic books. You know, I mean, sure, I've been in a little bit longer, but I mean, it's not like when I first got into comics, I knew everything about everything. You know, so you know, just asking people and just hearing their opinions on what to read and what to check out has really kind of shaped you know, me as a comic book fan, and really kind of led to a lot of the things that I now really love in comics, you know? So yeah, I mean...
There's more to learn, not in the, like, what you get from Big Bang Theory, but from the actual source.
Yeah, you know, so... And, yeah, I mean, because that's the thing about Big Bang Theory. They'll give you little quirky jokes and stuff like that, but you don't really get the context, you know? You don't really understand it. And so, whereas, like, you know, whereas if you talk to, like, another comic book fan, or to say, like, hey, he's limping! You know, but, or, like, sorry, I'm so excited for this quest to be done with. We went through a whole battery. No, I'm just kidding. You know, like, you get to know the actual source material, like you said. You know, where if you actually talk to someone who is into comics, rather than will just spout out references at you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, oh my gosh, in issue 793 of Action Comics, Superman does this, and, you know, it's just like, that's really not what reading comic books is like at all. From my opinion, anyways, you know, like, it's mainly been like, if you talk to people, they'll tell you, like, oh my gosh, you have to read this book was so good, you know, or something like that.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is such a definitive, you know, Spider-Man story, you have to.
Mm-hmm. So, let's join our characters, Julian.
Yeah.
So it's been real fun, but that is all the time we have for this week's episode.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoy this episode. Don't be distracted by all Jimmy's butthurt.
And Julian's butthurt.
Yeah.
There was plenty of butt hurting to go around.
Yeah.
That's so. Anyways, so if you guys have any idea for future content you'd like to see on the show, always shoot us a comment below, or add us at www.facebook.com/
BestFriendCast.
twitchtv.com/
BestFriendCast.
actually twitch.tv/
Oh, is that how they do it?
yeah, that's how they do it. twitch.tv/
BestFriendCast.
twitter.com/
BestFriendCast.
and as always youtube.com/
Yay, BestFriendCast.
oh, nice catch. Yep. So now that we have a video camcorder, we must do the obligatory like, subscribe, comment, all of the above. Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, if you guys like it, help spread the news. Yay, BestFriendCast.
We love you guys.
Over and out.
Bye.